Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Sherisha, and on this channel I share lifestyle vlogs and sometimes a little bit of travel. And if you're a regular, what's going on guys? Welcome back as always. So I have been MIA for quite a while, but all for a good reason, which is why I thought let me share some of my current updates on life lately. So I don't even know where to start. Right, let me sip some tea because we're about to get into it. This is a little, I don't even know how many months, but this is a life update, y'all. Right, so as you guys know, you know, the background looks a bit maybe different. If you haven't realized, that's because I'm somewhere else at the minute. As you know, if you have been following my journey, we moved from London to Ghana, and we have been back and forth a few times, you know, to do little bits and bobs and check on certain things, sort out business and so forth. But for the last, I would say, nearly 8 months nearly, we have been in London. So we flew back in February and we have been back since. By the time this video comes out, it probably may be even longer, but yeah, currently it's around 8 months since we've been back in GH. So the reason why we have actually come back to London is because your girl has been cooking up a very magical, miraculous blessing from God, which is an honor. And me and Mr. O are actually welcoming our first baby into this world. So yeah, we are pregnant. Yay! I'm excited and loving the process now anyway. We'll get into that a bit later, but yeah, it's just been such a beautiful part of our journey, and yeah, we're expecting our first baby. And yeah, it's just been yeah, it's been so great. I'm just smiling because I feel like I'm glowing. It's the pregnancy glow, guys. It's the pregnancy glow. At the minute we're in London. We literally did not plan to stay in London this long. So the plan was, we was coming to London because once I'd found out that I was pregnant, we obviously started doing all our medical stuff in Ghana. But because for me, I just felt like there was something missing, like it wasn't as thorough as I wanted it to be. And speaking to people around me and stuff like that, it was just a bit, I feel like it was just better for us to fly back to London and then do all my healthcare here. So the plan was to just do my first initial checkups, get all my scan dates and everything, just make sure baby's healthy and everything like that, and then go back to Ghana, sort out the house, and then make our way back. But basically we've come back into London, and yeah, we've just kind of just been here since. So that's where we are at the minute. Like I said, we did start our journey in Ghana, and as much as private healthcare is available, it's very costly, number one. And in the UK, we are blessed and fortunate to still have access to the NHS, where we all contribute towards it if you're working through your national insurance contribution, which comes directly from your salary. So being in Ghana and paying for scans and blood tests, and it was like working out to be more than a flight back to London. So we were just like, let's go back to London and utilize our citizenship as British citizens, because that's one thing when you guys are thinking about relocating, whether it's to Ghana or anywhere that's like within the continent of Africa, think about healthcare. What does that look like for you, your children, if you're giving birth, all these kind of things. And obviously, like I said, there are private hospitals, but they are not cheap. And if you're not used to paying for these kind of things, literally when that bill comes, it can be like, okay then. I think I had about 3 scans, and each scan was about I would say at the time, depending, because you know the CD rate goes up and down, it is very volatile, but sometimes, one time it was like £18, the next time it was like nearly £40. So it just was always up and down. And I also had to get medication that came to like £200. And then when I went to go and get blood tests, that was working out nearly £500, and I was just like, yeah, enough is enough. I didn't do the blood test, I just booked my flight because I'm like, £500, I can get back to London. And then when I got back to London and I did all my midwifery stuff, it was a lot more thorough, a lot more in depth. So I was just like, if I'm paying for private healthcare, at the bare minimum, I expect a specific standard. So yeah, like that was kind of like what our situation was. So obviously we were fortunate that we can fly in and fly out, so we did utilize that, and obviously, like I said, we've been here since. So the plan is at the moment obviously to stay here, deliver baby healthy and sound by the grace of God, and then we're gonna think about whether we want to still continue staying in London or if we're going to go back. So at the minute we're looking at staying in London probably at least for a year. If you have been following me for a long time, you will know that we have a property here. If you're new, then you won't, but we have a property in London which is being rented out to tenants. So the tenancy is due to expire in the next few months, so we're going to be going back into the flat. This time around we want to keep it so that if we are going back and forth on whatever our plans is, we've always got our location here sorted. And then in Ghana we're lucky that we wasn't renting, so the house is a family home, so all our stuff is still there. So literally we've got like London and Ghana, which obviously we're very blessed to have, and that saved us a lot of stress. And that's why I guess for us we wasn't in an immediate rush to run back to sort everything out, because the stuff is safe in the house. So that's where that kind of is at the moment. So yeah, all the fun is coming, where we're going to be getting all the furniture back in the property. We're not going to be shipping stuff back, but we're going to have to buy everything again. So it feels like going back to when we renovated basically, but just bar the renovation, we're going to have to furnish everything again. So that's going to be exciting, because I love actually buying furniture and doing like interior design stuff and like that. I'm not no interior designer, but I just like, you know, going on Pinterest, looking at what's the latest colours and trends and stuff like that. So I'm quite excited. We've already started buying some stuff, so I'll be vlogging all of that stuff as well. So yeah, the next few months are going to be very different, becoming a parent. I've got lots of stuff that I need to unbox, so yeah, like I'm going to be sharing that part of our journey, and yeah, seeing where life blows us next. Like I said, you know, it was always about an adventure. Moving abroad is something we always want to do. We still want to be able to be in and out and stuff like that, and look at other places and explore the world. The world is a big place, so yeah, we're looking forward to just seeing like where life takes us and stuff like that. But that's kind of like the update at the minute. And that's where I've been, because people keep coming like, how come you're not vlogging, where have you been, you know? So I was just like, guys, I'm cooking a baby, it's a lot of work. Like my first trimester in Ghana was mad. The morning sickness, I don't know why they call it that, because it does not just come in the morning, was licking my ass back and forth. It was crazy. The heat literally was just making it worse. The smells on the street, it just was a lot. Like if you have been pregnant, you know that your body is already like a furnace of heat. So imagine being in like 30+ degree weather. Mothers need pats on the back. Listen, it's not a joke to bring a baby into this world. It's a mad thing, honestly. So yeah, it's just been like a roller coaster. Once we got back into London and I started, I went into my second trimester, things just really calmed down. But being in Ghana and not being able to even like eat certain things that I wanted, and like all my little comfort snacks and stuff. It was very frustrating, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was once we booked our ticket, I was counting down those last 2 weeks. I just wanted to get out. I was literally like, get me out of here. And coming back to the UK, it was cold. It was refreshing to me. Like, everyone else was crying about the cold weather and I was just there like with my jacket open, like letting the breeze blow on me. I was in my element because I just wanted to feel so cool. I was just tired of feeling hot and uncomfortable, sick. It was just, yeah. So basically, I've been happy to be here, and lately the weather's been kind of mild, but I'm just good. I'm happy. Like, give me mild weather any day whilst carrying a baby, because I'm not trying to be here for no heat wave or nothing. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to sharing all, you know, all the exciting stuff that we've got coming up. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned. It will be interesting as well when we do our first trip back to Ghana with the baby and stuff like that. So I'm probably looking forward to it. So yeah, if you're expecting mom, or you're someone that's got children and you're, you know, you're in that transition of like leaving the UK, going to Ghana or somewhere else, like I would definitely be talking about all of those kind of things, and just even preparation around that as well, and obviously sharing like my day-to-day activities and stuff like that in this pregnancy journey. So yeah, don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment as well. Are you team boy or you team girl? What do you think we're having? And yeah guys, like I look forward to seeing you in my next video.